Man is missing his dearest goal, the knowledge of life, by Swami Sham. The dearest space of every human being is there in every being, but one does not know what it is. Therefore, one wants to be sure of his knowledge, which has appeared in the body or is with the body by birth, as are the other parts of the body. Even a newborn child has the knowledge of what it is that he loves. When he grows bigger, he lives in the society and comes to associate his mind, senses, and body parts with other human beings and sentient beings such as animals and creatures, as well as with food and water and clothes made of cotton or wool. He comes to know those who are helpful in showing him the sun, the warmth of sunlight, the blue sky, the space, the vastness of the earth, and the greenery of the trees, the water, ponds, rivers, the mountains and oceans, his cradle, swings, cars, toys, music, and musical instruments, dances, groups of dancers, people walking on the road, people gathered on the ground watching different kinds of games, and teams playing on the ground with all kinds of shouts and slogans, dramas and changes of scenes. And the human being likes all of them. Why does he like them? He does not know. He likes food because he experiences satisfaction or the removal of his hunger, which is a sense of easiness. He drinks water and gets satisfied or experiences the sense of the removal of his thirst and feels easiness. He goes to schools, colleges, and universities. He reads, plays, takes rest, and eats snacks. He shares the talk of professors, teachers, friends, and colleagues. He comes home, sleeps, takes a bath, looks in the mirror, and knows that he is growing big. He watches the calendar hanging on the wall with pictures of actors and actresses, and he feels sensations in his body. He organizes his marriage and watches the marriage party with dinner, clothes, jewelry, flowers, garlands, chanting rituals, and a show of ceremony and celebration. He sees his wife, brings her home, plans the honeymoon, and gets satisfaction. He feels well and unwell, and entertains thoughts of his future, living with someone who he never knew, with desires and hopes of having children, male or female. He comes back from the honeymoon, goes to his office, and feels compulsion and a sense of the necessity of work, earning money, buying things, and seeing his parents separate from him. He experiences independence, feels fear of being cut off from his parents, and feels happiness about being near his wife for the whole life. He goes to a movie in the night and watches the show, sometimes a double show, and he comes home late, sees his wife waiting for him, and experiences no sense of pleasantness around her. In the morning, he goes to work, experiences sleep in the office, and sees the volume of work to be attended to in the daytime. He attends to telephones and visitors, and he has a sense of the loss of time. Yet, he has a sense of the need to complete the work that remains pending due to his being busy with telephone calls and visitors. He cannot come home in time. He works late and misses the celebration of his son's birthday, to which many people have come. He repents, yet he has to take his bath, eat food, and attend the office work, which he brings home. He sees his wife waiting for him to finish the work, gets tired, sleeps, and in sleep does not remember any of his desires, neither the desire for happiness nor the wish to avoid inconvenience. He again gets up in the morning and begins to repeat the course of his activity, and he lives the days and passes the nights, weeks, months, and years. He gets old, becomes worried at one time, and entertains an inquiry as to what is dear to him. What is that which he wishes to possess, achieve, receive, or get. But he does not get the answer. He sees his mind absorbed in the thought. What is that which he wakes up every day to get? What is that which he sleeps at night to get? What is that for which he attends activities and responds to the demands of relations, continues paying bills to all those to whom he is indebted, earns money even when he is old, weak, and tired, and experiences the wrath of his relations, whom he has called his own folks and friends? He watches and sees that he is not satisfied, he is not fulfilled, and he finds no way, work, or activity, no pursuit or tour, visit, or party. He does not find any means which can provide or create in him a sense of satisfaction. And he is getting weak and old. Many of his friends and relations have died. He experiences their elimination, yet he does not want to be eliminated, along with the disappearance of all the things, forms, relations, money, and the changes of accommodation. He is on the verge of seeing himself too old and too weak, with no nearness of relations, friends, or people. He thinks earnestly that he should keep living with this body form, that he does not love his wife, nor his children, nor his relations, yet he has come to desire to live. But why? He has no answer. He does not know that for him the highest sense of dearness is life, and he does not know now where that life is. This is the obvious life that is being lived in every age by human beings who have lived on earth. But a person who is living now and who happens to read this material should not feel disappointed after knowing the predicament of all human beings. He should not be disappointed, thinking in his mind that he will also meet the end of his obvious body life, which is seen as the form of body, along with the activities of body through days and years, with all kinds of different experiences. He should not be disappointed and lose heart, because the Supreme Being, which is the source consciousness existence of every human being in all times and spaces, places, countries, cities, and homes, has brought his own bright light or knowledge in me, a body like you. And I am informing you of the formula, the technique, the know-how of reconstructing your power. Unfold it. Practice it. I, the human body, am a pure sense, pure understanding that is not mixed with the mental understanding of forms with which the senses come in contact. Everybody can practice this simple, easy, uncomplicated technique. Everybody is capable. What is this technique? It is that everybody, especially the one who desires to have the knowledge of the dearest knowledge of life, should sit with closed eyes and open his thinking. Everybody's thinking generates a thought that after he has closed the eyes, there is nothing. One should know that he has the power to counteract this thought, which is based on the mental thinking associated with forms. He can say at heart, "The light and knowledge of I is shining in my heart, which is in my body." Is that knowledge, light, or love that has been sought throughout all the activity of my life? This is the awareness space or knowledge where the meditator, practitioner, thinker is not seeing any form of you the body, or I the body, or he, she the body, or any material body. Rather, there is awareness, which is pure I consciousness, free I consciousness, forever the same in every human being. With closed eyes it is known, just the same. When the thinking mind says, "This practice is wrong because it is a waste of time," there is no thing or form of imagination, nothing to please me and even nothing to harm me, Therefore stop the practice. Then I remind every practitioner specifically that this thinking mind is a ghost thought, which was never there before you closed the eyes. So when you have closed the eyes, you should use your power of counteracting the ghost thought. Feel in your heart, since this thought was never there before, why should I think that it is worth giving value to its presence? It is not there at all, even now, because how can that which was never there before be born now? You will conclude that it is false, fictitious, imaginary, non-existence, and that which is being known after closing the eyes is the knower, which was always there. Though with open eyes, this knower was never seen as pure, free, timeless, spaceless, and undivided as it is now. This space or knower is always there. Whether the eyes see it as a form or not, say that it exists. Any time you close the eyes, you will find that it is there. The doubtful thinking and uncertainty about its reality should not be admitted once one has come to realize that it is unborn, unchanging, undying, pure, free, and unobvious, without even any imaginative form, without name, and without description. I am saying with certainty to all the people whom I see that each one is the knower, as good, immortal, and deathless as that which I see when I close my eyes. Therefore, the technique of which I am informing you should be examined personally and realized personally. Then you will succeed in finding that knowledge of your dearest self, the life, pure, free, forever, and you will never be frightened or disappointed. Yes, it is up to you to initiate the practice. That will be done by you. I have done it. I have realized it. With certainty and without fear, I say that your source is that knower being who has been before your birth, who is the same after your body is built by birth, who is the same when your body is changing, and who is forever the same when many relations and people see your body disappearing. Personal practice will unfold this knower. After that, you will continue reconstructing your mental awareness, which has lost its ability by birth. And when you realize that your pure I is unborn, without any effect of the form, even while to people it is appearing as the form, you will know it. You may not say it, but I am saying it out loud. I am pure, free, forever. You are quiet over this fact, that that which is the source is I, or me, pure, free, forever the same, unchanging, because each one of you has eyes as the instruments that see the forms, and they function with a sense of division, which is one with their vision. So when the eyes see the form with their sight, the conclusion is always that the eyes are one subject, the seer and the object seen is other, separate, away, at a distance from sight, or the vision. And what is between the eyes and the objects that are seen with the sight of the eyes is not known, because sight is invisible. For example, your eyes see the flowers in the garden, and you are not conscious of the fact that without oneness, which is knowingness, eyes have no sight. Sight does not exist in the eyes, and the functioning of the sight does not exist without this knower. Without the existence of this knower, the eyes, the sight of the eyes, the flowers in the garden's earth, and the gardener do not exist. You can confirm your experience comparing the present unfoldment of your knowledge of the source with what it was previous to your listening to me. You were sure that all three situations, 1, the eyes, 2, the sight, and 3, the sight falling on the objects, were considered to be 3 separate parts of your experience. But now you have realized that the experience in which the eyes are there, the sight is there, and the scenes are there, is only one being. This would not be possible without the unfoldment of your knower vision, so that it becomes one with my knower vision. That knower vision is not seen by your eyes, nor is it seen by my eyes. If the knower being, which in my awareness is pure, free, and forever, is not accepted by you as pure, free, and forever, it is because the unfoldment of the knower has not taken place in you. Thus, you are one separated person. The eyes are a separate form, the sight is still another separate aspect, and the scenes are not like your body or eyes or sight. They are all different. This is the state of mind of a human being. Why? Because this is the functioning or the knowledge of the mind. When I say, you are pure, free, forever, the same source as pure consciousness, which is the source of my body form existence, it has become clear and obvious to me. I have realized it. Thus I say such a sentence, you are me, pure, free, forever, one source reality. Having heard this from me, you will not feel that you are limited. That is why I am telling you that which has no limit. It is infinite, limitless, forever the same. You, me. It cannot be compared with the knowledge of all human beings, because they have limited awareness or forgetfulness of the fact that is knowingness, pure, free, forever, you or me, the self. So I, in love with you, having known that I and you are the sense of oneness, am informing you again and again, without expecting any response in favor of this information or against it. Now it is for you to recognize your own limited self, who has assumed the form of a human and has made himself covered by forgetfulness as the human mind. When you practice this knowledge contained in my information again and again, your mind will be absorbed in your nature, Prakriti, and it will be as if your mind does not know anything. It will be like sleep. But when your practice becomes continuous, however little or more it is, this Prakriti in which the mind is absorbed will be absorbed in the very being, pure, you, essence, free, forever, unchanging, unborn, without increase or decrease, without disease, destruction, weakness, or death. Then you as the self will surely realize you as the self, forever liberated from the influence of forgetfulness. You will know then that oneness is the source, essence, superfine substance as awareness, love, and pure light, Amaram, Madhuram, forever the bliss being. Amaram Hum, Madhuram Hum.